It is time for Ryan's Roses here. This is a public service. If you think someone has cheated on you, and a lot of us think that, but we don't want to admit it. That's the thing, because you don't want to be the fool.
But don't live in fear. Don't go into it thinking.
Ellen, we do not live otherwise.
Oh, it's always fear-based. So true.
Right? We do not live not in fear.
Is that really what it's like to be single? Are you afraid all the time?
Well, don't act like you have a mighty superpower.
No, I'm not. I didn't know that there was so much fear.
I just think that in general,
I know
listen,
that you have fear.
Well,
I didn't know that Tanya. I didn't know it was common.
We've hosted this show for how many years now?
11 years
11
now,
years.
yes.
Do you not think I would have fear after making all these Ryan's Roses calls?
Yes,
There
but I mean,
is so
there
much
also
badness.
we could flip it and do the non-roses.
No one would listen to the show.
You're right.
All right, it's time for our public service, Ryan's Roses. Let me get Brandy on the phone. Brandy sent us an email. Brandy said, Ryan and Ellen, I've been visiting a psychic for a few years now, and every time I go, she's always right about something. She once told me my sister was going to get some extra cash. My sister got a promotion 2 days later.
Wow.
Last week, the psychic started giving me details about my husband that you just can't make up. This would worry me. Like, I've thought about going to a psychic. My buddy actually went to a psychic, whom we should call Steve. We'll call him later.
Oh, you okay? Did he go for his love life?
I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
But he told me, I was like, hey, do you want to have lunch over the weekend? He's like, I'm on my way to my psychic. I'm like, okay, bye. And I hung up. I thought, wait, what?
That's such an LA thing, right?
I don't know. No, I think they have them everywhere. We had them in Druid Hills back in Georgia. So last week, the psychic started talking about the husband. Now, that would, I get it, worry you. So she said, the psychic said, your husband has eyes for someone else. He's torn and doesn't know what to do.
Oh, come on.
She's never been wrong, so I'm taking this very seriously. Brandy, how long have you gone to the psychic? How many times, and what's the return rate on the being correct?
Yeah, you know what? I've actually been seeing her for a little over 3 years now, and she's got a pretty good track record going. I mean, for example, before I was pregnant, she told me that I was going to be adding to my family. And turns out that, like, I was pregnant, and she said it was going to be a male, and it was a boy. That's a big one. Like, babies are big ones. So she nailed the baby one. She also, you know, I had a good close friend at the time who she predicted that we were going to have a bit of a fallout. And basically I had asked my best friend if she could be the godmother of my baby. And she said, no, it was too much responsibility. And we actually had a very huge fallout. We're fine now, but she predicted that this was going to be really, really hard.
Now, let's not talk about her. What about you and your husband? Are there any other signs?
Well, I mean, he's, you know, it's the typical stuff. He's coming home late. He's on his cell phone all the time. We're not as close. We're not as intimate. It's hard to connect with him. And when she told me that he has eyes for someone else and that, you know, he's torn in his heart, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like my biggest fear coming to life right now. You know?
Yeah,
and
here's the thing. If I'm a psychic, I don't know that I'd be telling you stuff about your husband cheating on you, because you may not come back. That's like if you're a psychic, do you filter what you say? Because you got to keep your business open too. I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're paying for results too, right? You want to know. I mean, hopefully, if they see something coming your way. I mean, we've had friends of mine have gone and they've been, you know, she's done her psychic thing and it's worked. Like, oh, you're going to be in a car wreck, and they were in a car wreck. And
no,
God, I mean, that's the kind of stuff that I don't know. I mean, I guess that could save someone's life. But let's stick with your husband here. Right. So basically, she has said, "Hey, I feel something that's going on with your husband. I feel like he's got eyes for another woman." That's all we got. That's what we know.
That's all I know, is that and I just know that in the pit of my stomach, that's like the biggest fear. And I've been just feeling him pulling away and distant. And when she says that he's conflicted in his heart, like he's torn in his heart, what does that mean? What's that about?
All right. Let me ask you, how long you been married?
A little over 3 years.
Any kids?
We do. We have a little boy.
So I brought Patty in here. Now, Patty's going to ask, who do you want to send some roses to? Find out what's on the card, and we'll see what we can learn. But, Brandy, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
And that's what we're going to do. All right. Now, be very quiet. We want to find out all we can about what's going on in your husband's head. It may be nothing, because, we'll see how credible this psychic is here. All right. Okay. Hang on. We're dialing him now.
Okay.
Hello?
May I speak to David?
This is David.
David, hi. My name is Vanessa, and I'm calling from Flowers for Any Occasion on Catella Avenue. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for taking my call this early in the morning. I'm actually calling you because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses. I'm calling 5 people here in the area, and you're one of them. And I'd like to offer you a free dozen roses that you can send to whoever you want today at no cost to you. All I ask is if you can just go ahead and refer me to your friends and family, and they're completely free.
Wait. So how did you get my number? How did this happen?
I got them through the yellow pages. I don't know. I mean, it seems that your number is it's a public number.
Well, no, that's true. So you're saying when you said free roses, you mean free? Like I don't understand. Like
they're completely. Yeah, I mean, just what it means. They're free. I'm only doing this to 5 customers. They get a free bouquet today only. So it's only for today, and you can send them to whoever you want today at no cost to you. I'm not asking you for any information. All I ask is just to go ahead and refer me to your friends and family.
Right, so I don't have to give you a credit card number.
No credit card number. It's completely free, including the delivery.
Let me ask you this. I have some friends that I could refer, but I mean, I'm not going to get like emails or anything. Or
I don't have your email address.
Okay. Well, no, I didn't know if I had to give it at the end.
No. I'm not going to ask you.
Do that. Okay.
I'm only going to ask you 3 questions. It's just a person. Give me the name and address of the person we're going to send them to, and then whatever you want to put on that note.
Okay. The person I want to give them to. And they completely. You're saying, and no matter what, at the end of the conversation, it's going to be completely free, and I'm not going to get any kind of information from you guys.
Not at all.
Okay. And you need 3 questions. You need to know who they're for, and just the address and what to say.
Correct. I mean, obviously, I need to know who we're going to send the flowers to.
Yeah.
And we can keep you anonymous if you like. You know, you want to surprise somebody. If you want to surprise somebody and
really?
make them wonder who it could be.
Yeah, that's the thought. Well, I'll tell you what. Send them to my wife, Brandy. That's Brandy with an I. And tell her that her husband loves her.
That's so. You want white or red roses?
Hey, David, it's Ryan Seacrest and Ellen Kay. I want you to know your voice is being broadcast on the radio right now.
Hi.
We have your wife Brandy is on the phone.
Hi, David.
What's so funny, Brandy?
I'm like, do you have a stuttering problem? Was it so hard to decide that you're going to send roses to your wife?
That's what I was wondering. We don't want to know why were you so hesitant in sending these flowers to your wife?
That's being a little harsh.
It's not being harsh.
It is.
David, what was going on? Why were you so sketchy about sending them to your wife?
Well, I thought I won something for a minute when you called. I wasn't sketchy. It's weird because in this day and age, you don't get anything for free.
Well, you're not getting anything for free here either, but you did hesitate when it came to sending flowers.
But I understand his hesitation. He was hesitant about the whole offer. I don't think it was about who to send them to. I totally didn't hear that in his voice.
I heard what Brandy heard, which was why not step up and probably send him to his wife.
Brandy, Ryan, no, I think you're making things worse.
I thought that they were going to, at the end, say, "Oh, we'll just need a credit card number for information for whatever reason."
Okay, but David, let me ask you something here. I'm just going to cut to this. Okay, there's a reason that we're all together. Brandy went to a psychic. I don't know if you know, she sees a psychic, and the psychic tells her that you have eyes for someone else, and in your heart you're conflicted. Is there any truth? Is there any truth to that?
No, there's no truth to that, Ryan. No. I only hesitated because I figured at the end they were going to bait and switch me, and I really wanted it to be a surprise for her, so I didn't want her to get a heads up that I was going to be sending roses.
But I mean,
but Patty said you can send them anonymously, and you said that's a thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's sketchy to me.
I was going to call and surprise her,
All right, David. Are you cheating on your wife?
No.
Okay, well, that's the reason we're on the phone.
Yeah.
Brandy, do you believe him?
I just feel like there's something there that needs to be dealt with, and I don't know what it is.
Are you thinking of another woman, David? Is there someone on the horizon?
Is there anybody else?
Someone captured your heart?
No.
Maybe you're not cheating, but you're flirting?
you've been away. We don't connect. We don't talk. I mean, and she's predicted our son. She predicted my fallout with my friend. She predicted my friend's husband's car accident. I mean, she's got a good track record. So, let's just call it
a lot of those are coincidences. I mean, all my brothers have boys, so, having a son, it's not too far of a stretch.
So, David, do you love your wife and there's no one else?
Yeah, that's true. Right, I love my wife. So that's why I sent it to Flowers. You guys, if I was really that, why wouldn't I just send it to somebody else? If I really thought they were anonymous, nobody ever find out, why wouldn't I just send it to somebody else?
Well, because we thought maybe for a second you were going to do that.
So, Brandy, you and your husband here need to sit and look each other in the eye and have a conversation if you still doubt it. But that's the best we can do, okay? I'm going to let you both go. I have a problem with myself right now.
Why? Because you called and did a roses for the psychic.
Exactly. Like we're gonna do what we just did,
right?
And by the way, I had to take it seriously because I actually wanted David to hear my tone. Because if he had something to fess up to, I wanted to fess up to it. But the fact that we're actually making a call because a psychic said he has eyes for someone else and is conflicted in the heart. Bad on us.
Well, but Brandy said that there were other signs.
But Ellen, I do need to just explore this psychic thing a little bit more. I know that a lot of you and some of my friends subscribe to it, and frankly, I've thought about it myself. But for her to say that and us to then think that he's cheating, it's just not enough there for me.
Okay.